We begin with an NBC5 Investigates exclusive, the inside story at ground zero in Chicago's battle with the coronavirus.
NBC5 Investigates surveyed healthcare workers to get the latest information on conditions at frontline hospitals. The responses are honest, alarming, and heartbreaking. Here's Katie Kim.
We received more than 230 responses from doctors and nurses to X-ray techs and those who transport patients. They work in hospitals, big and small, in Chicago and the suburbs. These healthcare workers have a clear message for all of us.
The photos are all over social media. We stay here for you, stay home for us. It is an urgent plea.
Our lives depend on this.
That blunt response from a nurse. Local hospitals are quickly becoming overwhelmed. 85% of healthcare workers who responded to our NBC5 Investigates survey said their hospitals are not prepared to treat the influx of coronavirus patients.
It is very stressful.
Terrence Yee is a nurse at a Chicago hospital. He and others say the supply shortage has gotten so bad.
We are given one N95 mask to use for the entire shift and have to place it in a Ziploc bag.
Or a brown paper bag, wrote a CNA from a different hospital. And it's not just N95 respirators.
We are almost completely out of surgical masks, gloves, gowns, and sanitizing wipes.
The shortage extends beyond the city. A worker from a southwest suburban hospital wrote,
"Please help us. We are scared and vulnerable. I feel like I'm working in a third world country with this lack of PPE."
Healthcare workers say the desperation to conserve supplies is making them sick.
We have 12 nurses that are positive now.
And putting other patients at risk. A therapist says after visiting patients with MRSA, instead of PPE, staff is told to, quote, vigorously wash hands. More than 70% said there are not enough protective measures to keep safe the hospital's non-coronavirus patients, like those with cancer and heart problems. Their days are long and lonely. This heartbreaking reality from a Chicago doctor.
Most of us are isolating ourselves from our family.
We don't know if we could contract the virus and bring it to our family.
But in these dark times, many healthcare workers said they find hope in the donations, food deliveries, even a Facebook shout-out thanking them. And above all, the sacrifice of their colleagues. This is where one respiratory therapist finds inspiration.
Watching all my coworkers come to work knowing the possible exposure they can have.
Our many thanks to our healthcare heroes. We still want to hear from you. Our survey will stay up on our website. You can read more of the responses we've gotten so far on NBCChicago.com. Katie Kim, NBC5 Investigates.